YouTube finally might be listening to us. I say might because I don't know if this was a fluke. Maybe in their path of destruction, they just accidentally did something good. I don't know, but it's happening. If you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube is actually taking away partnership from 99% of their creators. On the surface level, that might seem like it's a bad thing, and there are definitely ways that it could go bad, but I honestly think that this is the best path for YouTube right now. And I know there's flaws that people are really upset about, but I'll mention those later. For now, just hear me out. So what YouTube is doing is basically changing their partnership requirements, so smaller channels like me aren't able to make money on YouTube anymore. Last year, they changed the partner requirements to like 10,000 lifetime views, and people were just like, okay, because that's not really that much of a challenge to get to. Like the channels that they don't want partnered can easily get those requirements. But now they're upping the ante quite a bit. So you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within the past year. And I've seen a lot of people go to their analytics and say, oh, this is pretty easy. I have a bunch of watch time. Those are minutes. So if you divide that by 60, you'll see how close or far away you are to the actual requirements now. And I kind of feel obligated to talk about this because it kind of affects me. I fall just short of the watch hours, but I've had them before, so I know it's possible for my channel. And if you go to a bigger creator like H3H3 or I'm Alex for their opinion on this, obviously they'll be for it because they don't have to worry about any of the requirements and still make more money by default. But I've also seen smaller channels on the opposite end getting really upset over this, and I just don't think it's worth the energy. Like, I've made a decent amount of money on YouTube. I've bought this microphone, I've bought most of my computer parts with it, but I feel like I'm not even making enough that I can complain about this because it's not my job. It's not like I'm gonna be thrown out of my house because I'm not making $15 a month or whatever. So really this change does nothing but motivate me because the requirements are enough to be challenging while still being pretty reasonable for the content that I make. And a lot of people are talking about quitting YouTube because they don't feel like that's reachable for them. If you're in the same boat I am, you shouldn't be discouraged. We shouldn't be discouraged by this change. And this change shouldn't even really be about us in the first place, because whether you realize it or not, us making a few dollars is actually coming at the expense of people's jobs. People making videos for a living aren't really in a stable place right now. So hopefully this change will put your favorite creators in a much more stable place. If you have 1,000 subs, you shouldn't be focused on money. And even if you have 10,000 subs, you probably still shouldn't be focused on the money rather than the growth of your channel. Because in my experience, getting views and interaction from you guys is way more motivating than earning a few dollars a week. But other than that, I'm hoping this will fix the ad crisis that we've been having lately. Even I've been getting like tons of my videos having limited ads on them, new and old videos, for seemingly no reason. We won't be having bots flagging our videos for limited ads and stuff because there will be a lot less people to worry about, so we won't have to rely on bots in the first place. And to back that theory up, Google actually just hired like 10,000 employees in December to basically monitor content. So 10,000 people can't really review millions of videos a day, but if we're able to narrow down the videos that are being monetized, then those workers can properly review those videos. And I think that's their plan. So all that limited ad stuff that we've been complaining about for months should be fixed this year. And you might be thinking, how is this helping partners earn more revenue at all? But it's kind of like a chain reaction. YouTube has been really harsh on demonetization lately because they want higher paying ads, but having less people to monitor will put advertisers at ease and hopefully raise the CPM or the cost of ad space. Now, here comes the negative side to all this. People that base their channels off of shorter content like animators will have a lot harder time reaching these requirements. And I hope YouTube creates some sort of path for those people, because I don't think it's very fair, but YouTube has never really been friendly towards animators in the first place. Since like 4 years ago or something, they've been basing everything off of watch time. So their focus hasn't really changed, but they're still screwing those people over. And to anyone that is experiencing that right now, make a Patreon, because there's no shame in asking for money when you've put in all this time working on this and you're still getting screwed over by YouTube. While editing this, I actually realized that I somehow forgot to mention the other negative that I'm even more concerned with, because it could be destructive to smaller channels, and that is if YouTube starts to bump partnered videos because they're the ones making money. So if you're not partnered, your videos will basically be buried by anything that is monetized, which just screws over smaller creators and makes this divide that's impossible to cross. Basically, it just makes the requirements even harder to reach. And I'd really like for YouTube to put like some small creators tab under the trending tab. They already have this thing called Creators on the Rise, but it's a complete joke because everyone featured on it has like millions of subscribers anyway. But let me know what you guys think, because I know a lot of my viewers and friends are probably going to be affected by this too. So let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, never mind. I don't know what it is, but it seems like the louder you are on YouTube, the more views you get or something. Is that something we can test? If it is true, at least something in the YouTube algorithm is working, right?
What's up? Comedy show game! It was fake, motherfuckers!
I'm taking some time to learn how to edit your videos. I don't know how many people know how audio works,